What's good? Welcome to Full Cup Podcast presents Breaking the Cycle. I am Quincy with the questions. I am here with
Zeus Samuels.
the one and only. How everybody doing out there tonight? Don't forget if you are here, hit the likes, the loves, and everything else. Don't forget to share this out. That will greatly be appreciated. Helps us pay the bill. Definitely got some good topics we got lined up tonight. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Okay. Well, before we do anything like that, y'all know we got bills to pay here. You got 30 seconds. So how you doing tonight, brother? Hopefully you doing well.
Zeus Samuels back in the building. Sorry for the long hiatus, ladies and gentlemen. We had to work out a couple of cases to pay some bills.
Y'all know exactly how we do that. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Hopefully y'all doing good. Tarmisha in the building. What's good with you, man? Always good to see you slide.
Hopefully you ladies and gentlemen are drinking your water, especially all you thirsty malt liquor drinkers. Please drink your water. It's very important.
You on that bullshit already, huh?
Oh, it's a healthy tip.
Hopefully everybody doing good tonight, man. I'm definitely doing good. Feeling good, feeling great. Pour me up a little bit. I'm definitely not drinking water. I am Patron sipping. We got a bunch of those boxes in the cabinet. We definitely don't have it.
Candle is definitely on deck. We definitely stay like this around here.
Very unlucky. Let me see what else we got rolling. Be loving the building. What's good with you? I see you, baby girl.
2-1 in the building. Unlucky 7 in the building. Making all types of things.
She's crazy. But I didn't create the name. The name was given to me.
Yeah, same here, brother.
So,
what we on tonight?
Tonight,
Yes,
we
sir.
will be speaking on how black men are unprotected. And I know
that's what I'm talking about.
I know that there's a stigma. Saying black men don't protect black women. Especially in violent situations, they say black men don't stick up or stand up for black women. I don't agree, but I can't disagree for everybody. I know I will stand up. I have a daughter and a wife. Girlfriend on the side. I protect everybody. No, I'm just playing. I don't want to lose that. That'd definitely be appreciated.
Let me ask you a question, Quincy.
Go ahead, brother.
In your lifetime, how many unprotected black men have you seen fall victim to society, injustice law system, relationships, family? You know what I mean? Because it can stem from so many different things to where like a black man can just feel like just super down on his luck. Just nobody cares or feels like he can be protected. And we all know that men have the aura already installed in us from birth. We are protectors. Those are like two things that a boy must groom himself into a man to become. Those are like two priorities that a man has to take care of.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like there's countless times that black men are unprotected. I'm not saying physically to be protected. We don't need to, but a lot of people don't speak up for it. That's basically what I feel. A lot of people don't feel that way. You know, if you say, "What's good, K Love in the building?" She said, "What's good with my strong black man? What's good with you?" A lot of people will say, a lot of women will say, I've heard the rebuttal, "Oh, we don't protect y'all because y'all don't protect us." Now, as a whole, have I seen it not happen on both sides? Yes.
For sure, for sure.
I've seen men stepping up more and women stepping away.
Yeah, yeah. The same thing. Yeah. I'm starting to see all out there too. It's still a good selective few of black women that you know, make a do their best to make their kings feel protected, and for sure protect their young kings and things like that. And you know what I mean? The certain people within their community and things like that, a certain generation within their community.
I can't speak for everybody else, but I have a warrior in my corner.
Mm-hmm.
My woman is gonna stand up and protect me the same way I'm gonna stand up and protect her.
Right,
also, she
right.
protects my son, so she shows my son that. So we're growing up in a different dynamic. So I don't want anybody to think I'm saying this personally for me. This is from what I see looking outside of my little box, my little square.
Do you think it necessarily takes a household or a village, or sometimes both?
Definitely a village. Now, sometimes due to situations, people break up. They definitely do. Yeah. So, you won't always be, just because you're not in that household doesn't mean it won't be one. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can still create a house, two adults being on one accord.
So,
but we don't.
So how I brought up the whole analogy of, what I'm saying, the household or the village. You went straight to the village, right? You think that could be a big disconnect that a lot of these generations are dealing with now? Because in our era of growing up and in our times, we actually still had the village. I honestly think like our generation was probably the last generation that can really stem from having a village within their own community. Right. Knowing that, you know what I mean? If you didn't have like a proper household to your liking coming up and things like that, you know, like either somewhere down the street or your cousin's house or one of your folks' house, somebody on the block you can go to and get that extra love that you might not be feeling at home and shit like that. Right.
And we really don't. Like, you can't even let your kids play outside because you don't trust your neighbors.
Right. And in our timeline, it was different. We didn't have the social medias and the phones. We had to go outside. We had to go mingle. We couldn't FaceTime you and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had the comfort of our own couch or our bed and chopping it up. We had to go outside. We had to, like, that with our village.
Debbie would be able to call Barbara down the street and be like, "Hey, our kids are down there playing, keep an eye out." She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on it. How you doing?" Or they'll come sit together. She'll come down there, bring a chair, or she'll bring a chair outside and they'll sit together.
And those are still dangerous times, bro. Those are still dangerous times. You just couldn't go outside like that, but you still felt comfortable. You know what I mean? Moms will leave you, mom and dad will leave you at the household while they go to work. You only 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch fucking 5, 6, 7 siblings and shit like that. But even though times was different back then, like I said, you still had that village. These generations don't have that no more.
We really stopped having it though when men stepped out of the village. Honestly, men would step out, and I'm not putting it all the way on us. I'm just saying from my perspective, men started stepping out of the village and going somewhere else to another village. So this village was lacking leadership. Right. This neighborhood, this block, this area was lacking leadership. And I think that's where it started to fall apart at. But I do have a video that I would like to play to bring some light to the situation.
Let's look into it.
This video keeps going and keep going. The video's like 3 to 5 minutes long. But what I noticed in watching this video, that nobody was there to help that black man. And I say nobody, no black women. You see black women all through the video, but not one black woman tried to step up and help. Why is that? Because if the shoe was on the other foot and there was some white men messing with a black woman and black men were standing around, oh, nobody protects black women, black women. What was this black man supposed to do in this situation? If he actually physically removed them out of his face, he's wrong. So if he sit there and do nothing and nobody's there to help him, what is he supposed to do?
So I want y'all to see what he was talking about. I'll explain the video for those who didn't see it all the way. What's up, Sam? I see you in the building, my guy. Pat in the building. What's good with you? My wife in the building. Talisha in the building. What's good with you? So in this video, there was 2 white women attacking a black man, and he was trying to get away. And several people kept walking by, including black women, and wouldn't stop these women from attacking this man. And he wasn't even hitting them back. He wasn't doing nothing. He was pushing them away, saying, leave him alone, or whatever was going on. I don't know what happened before the video, but you can clearly see that he wasn't putting his hands on them.
It don't even seem like he was being aggressive even before that, you know, because if he was being aggressive before that, somebody in that crowd would have gotten in the middle of it.
Right.
Like somebody would have gotten in the middle of it. So it don't even seem like he was aggressive before the cameraman started recording. But that's just my analogy.
Right.
But now that you show that clip or whatnot, we see that on a almost on a daily basis now, half and half. We can either see that happening, or we can either see, you know, an actual dude actually putting hands on a woman, or a woman actually putting hands on a man that's not trying to fight her. But things like that are typically to happen. But now when we just take it as a whole to the black community, black culture, like that brother Jeremy Holloway said, shouts out to that brother too, because I watch a lot of his content. He be bringing things like this to life. But that scenario that he was resurfing, we see things like that a lot take place. Now, like you said, if that was a woman being attacked by a man or whatever the case, any color. But let's just stick to the black culture. If that was a sister out there getting attacked, there would have been so many people on that street, on that block, that would have came to her rescue. So many people would have hopped out the car, honking the horn, this, that, and the third, probably would have intervened. In this situation, I don't know where he could have been at, because he could have been in one of those sundown towns. So you just never know. It was 2 white people attacking the brother, you say?
Yeah, 2 white women.
Oh yeah, 2 white women at that. So now, let's just say this lady get the tasing him or something like that. That brother still got a right to defend himself, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So let's just say she accused him of something. They get into an argument. The guy's like, "Lady, you're crazy." Tries to walk away. She turns into her Karen mode and things like that. She feels threatened all of a sudden for whatever reason. She goes to tase him. Actually tase him, and just out of reflex or just out of safety, this nigga cold clocks her shit. Who you think going to jail?
Yeah.
The brother.
Yeah.
And he tried his best to like refrain from the situation. Probably got on his Jonathan Major shit, try to run. You know what I'm saying? This Karen wants to chase him down and shit like that. So at this point, it's like you're asking for it now, and I need to protect myself. But still, he will still get in trouble for that.
And that's where the problem lies.
Right.
Just being real. Like, when I seen the video, I was like, damn, like nobody gonna help.
Nobody.
And I see a lot of videos like that, not just with black people. I've seen another video, Fulmar Music in the building, tuning in from YouTube. What's good with you, bro? It's just crazy to see that they were physically attacking him, running at him, and he putting his hand out like, get away, move, get away, move. And nobody stopping them. Like nobody's jumping. I've seen videos with white men, a woman socking a white man constantly, and her friend recording it. And then when he hit her back, she was like, "Oh, that's not fair. That's not right." She was like literally full on socking this man in his face. He stopped and looked at the camera as she was socking him and was like, "See, see," and then hit her. And then when he hit her, everybody jumped on him.
It's never okay for a man to hit a woman under no circumstances, but if it's purely out of self-defense, I mean, if a female got a gun to your head and you ain't got no other option but to knock the female out, then hey, go for it. But you know what I mean? If it's a situation to where like you know for sure you can't avoid it and you shouldn't put your hands on a woman, then by all means take that route. There are some women that will really put themselves in a position to step outside of being a woman, how God intended them to be, and would full blown think that they're a man and really put themselves in the shoes of a man.
Right. We got my boy Full More Music tuning in from the UK. Thank you, bro, for coming around. Make sure you like and follow.
And that's what's up. What's up, UK?
Yeah, so he's tuning in right now. He got opinions. He done said a couple things. Miss Moore tuning in. What's good with you, man? He said Switzerland did pretty good as neutrals, but nation rarely shows gender. It's easy for them, right? And I've told y'all before, if it's anything outside of my house, as far as women hitting me, my mom, my sister, or relatives, he said, watch it. Okay, I don't know where that is. Let me know where that is, bro. When he tuning in, he letting us know where he's from. Y'all see I'm in the comments. Don't put your hands on me. Don't hit me. You don't know what type of day I've been having. Now, I'm a big dude. You know, and most of the shit that I get into is never really with dudes. It's with women. And they want to attack me. Even what I do for a living, you know, in these stores. If you see, we was on live the other day. I caught a dude stealing. He ran out the store. He gave his stuff back. He ran out the store. Women will try to fight you. And then we'll give you, oh, my baby needs to eat. That's why I'm still in this. Hey, I get it. You could have asked somebody. I'd have bought something for you. You would have passed the hat around if your baby needed some infamy. That's different. You know, we're really not protected. Like at all.
We're not. Not through the music, not through the society, not in the justice system, not behind the walls, not mentally, not financially. So many categories.
I'm not saying all, because I'm protected.
But how much protected do you? Let me put it like this, right? And I mean this with all respect. As Black people, we are only going to get as much power as they allow us to have. We can be doing okay. We can be doing better than others. You know what I'm saying? Such and such. But we are only going to be able to have as much as power as they allow us to have unless we work together collectively and give back what is either owned to us or everything that is rightfully ours. Until then, we are only going to be powerful as much as they allow us to be. We're never going to reach that whole pinnacle like we should have. Or should.
Right. On the flip side of that, we have to have Black men step up and protect women.
Exactly.
In music, spiritually, physically, like really have to be a covering for these women. We don't have that no more. So I can almost understand why a lot of these women aren't protecting us, because men haven't been protecting women for a long time. I'm saying as a whole, not as individuals. I know that there's men out there who do and stand up for women. And we know that.
Let me ask you a question, my brother. Do you see more men stepping out their race, or do you see more women stepping out their race? Or could it be even?
More men.
More men?
And
why do you compare the case?
I believe it's highlighted more when women do it because so many people are upset. But more men have preached this. I'm going to get me a Latino woman. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. With the mistake of thinking that she's going to treat him better.
Do you think that's always the case, or maybe they just want a different taste of something else?
I think sometimes people just have a desire for something.
Yeah. I mean, because you can still have your preference and a desire, but you
But you
still
don't have
want
to blame your own race because you choose to go outside of it. And I see that's what a lot of people do. Oh, black men or black women don't do this. So like, nah, I'm going out. I'm going to see if it's better over here.
Okay.
That's what I see a lot of. Now, you having a preference or you want to dip out and chase the rainbow, hey, do your best. But it's not. It shouldn't be to a point to where you're down in your own race to go
Right.
date another.
Right. I don't understand that. Even people outside of black culture, you know what I'm saying? Like you might come across a white chick and you know what I mean, just chopping it up with her, and then come to find out that she never dated a white dude, or she just don't like her own kind for whatever reason. Shit like that. It kind of throw you off. Like what? You know what I mean? But that is common. That's very common in other cultures as well. Some black dudes. Some brothers, the sisters. Some sisters don't fuck with the brothers.
Growing up, being dark skinned, I got the most disrespect from dark women.
Is that right?
I promise you. Look, starting in grade school, going through high school. Well, not now. When I came out of high school, it was different. But from then, it was like, oh, I don't want to be with you. I don't want my baby to have nappy ass hair. I don't want my baby to be dark skinned and black. But she would say, I don't want to be with you dark, I want to be with Hispanic, or I want to be with a white dude, or I want to be with somebody so my baby have good hair. What? And that was a lot going on. But also little boys was doing that in school to dark skinned girls too.
Yeah, like the shade bashing. Crazy too. Yeah, shade bashing, and that's an ultimate crazy like growing up. And especially now, as a kid.
I get our little jokes between each other. The subtleties we play on, and we laugh about it. Oh, light skinned niggas do this, and dark skinned niggas do this. I get that. We joke with each other. I'm all good. But when you down in your own race because of the complexion of their skin, is weird to me.
That's very weird to me. I never liked that shit either. I never got along with this shit. And then that also goes, in addition to that, people that are like half and half, or people that may only got like 25% of black in them, but you still got some black in you regardless.
Right.
Then people get shamed, you know what I'm saying, as well. And then like you wouldn't expect them type of people to go through the same problems that people that are full black or considering themselves full black, those type of problems, but they go through them too. But then,
bro, even what I do for a living as a business, you should see how people look at me or things they say to me when I come in to present a proposal for a business. Oh, you have enough people? Yeah, I got enough people. You have the funding for this? Yes. You don't have a record? You never been to prison? No. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to be like I go through a lot. I'm 42 years old and still go through it.
Racially profiling you.
Well, I've had police called on me, showing up to a store that I'm supposed to be protecting. Are you supposed to be here, sir? Yeah, I'm supposed to be here. This is my team. This is my company. I show my company badge. I'm the owner. Give them all the paperwork they need. Oh, well, you shouldn't be here. I'm telling you, I should be here. I'm sitting here I'm hired by your headquarters. Well, let me call somebody. They can't get a hold of nobody. We're going back and forth. Then they call PD. PD show up. I don't even know that they called them. I'm talking to PD now. Now I gotta wait to get somebody on the phone from their headquarters, so I still can't do my job. Granted, I'm still getting paid, but certain areas I go to, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, now, Papas. Now let's just say you had to take down another do-rag, right? in the midst of all of this, and then that whole situation happened, you probably would have went to jail. And all you were trying to do was your job.
Absolutely.
Now,
But
once again, are black men protected how these people in white America think we really are? No.
They don't love us.
Hell no. They never have, never will.
They don't love us, but mimic everything we do. From the chants to the big lips, to the big booties, to the music, to the swag. Everything.
That's a lot of people going into this one these days. So they say. So they call
everything that we have. They move. Even commercials now. People are rapping. What the fuck?
Righteous.
And then say that we lazy.
They get the biting off the culture and wonder why we call them potions, you know?
Right. They bite and it's tough beef jerky. That's what it is. And that's being a coward.
Righteous.
But with the back to the topic at hand, no, I don't believe black men are protected. I step out my house nervous every day. Erica Nicole in the building, what's good with you? I step out of my house every day nervous, scared to get pulled over, bro.
Even as a security guard.
Bro, I'm level 4. Hold my gun, the whole shit. My gun be in my seat. Cause if not, I can't put it in my holster. It rubs on the armrest.
Right.
So I gotta take it out of my holster, hit my inside holster, and leave it on the seat. Believe it or not. And I take Betty with me everywhere. You want y'all steal my slogan, Betty? Betty gonna try it again.
I did that. I did that for sure.
But we definitely not protected, bro. We're not.
So, what makes you think that? Let's talk about the women and the black women and why you think that they're not always so protected.
Because we haven't been protecting them correctly, honestly.
Now, let's flip the script on that, right? What about the ones that actually make it hard to actually get along with, or make it hard to like co-parent with, you know, and then just put like a real bad sword on that. Real bad long ongoing roller coaster of drama between them two, like, especially when the kid gets involved, right? And I'm just giving you a scenario because we see and know this happens a lot every day. Bad relationship turns into a long-term nightmare, but in the midst of that, you got a kid to raise. So, you know, got to juggle that from house to house, meaning the kid is going to go from house to house, obviously, because both parents split up. So now the dynamics of the two is going to be difficult. So now you got to deal with, you know what I'm saying, like not always being feeling or being protected at moms, because you don't necessarily know if mom's is making a good decision. But then again, on pops, yeah, you don't necessarily know if he's always making a good decision with having the right company and then having the right ethics and shit like that, as far as like a child should know growing up. You know what I mean? But
I think
how would you look at it as far as like the women not being protected when they actually put themselves in positions that could put them in a bad situation?
I think we gotta watch who we sticking our dick in.
Yeah, that's
Well, I think
that's for sure.
that's where it starts. We get with these women in the honeymoon stage and create a baby, not knowing her mentality, her morals, her family standards or anything else. We just enjoying the moment. Now she's pregnant within inside of a year. You done been with this girl 8 or 9 months. Y'all done moved in together. Now you got a baby. You didn't make the decision within yourself. Like, you know what? Hold on. Let's take the proper measures to make sure we're not having a kid. We fucking, let's make sure we take the proper measures not to have a kid. Then this woman gets pregnant, and you got to think her emotions are going to flip because she has a whole other person inside of her. Now it's no longer the honeymoon period, and the men don't want to deal with that. Like, oh, fuck that. And I'm not saying that's for every man, but then a lot of men jump ship. Now this woman feels bitter because now she's left to raise a kid by herself. I mean, that's where it started. It's also upbringing and raising of women. A lot of men aren't in these women's life as they coming up. Then what? If you don't know how to love something or how to deal with something, you're not used to seeing a relationship, you're going to mimic what you've been seeing your whole life, what you've been taught. So if you've been around a woman or raised by a woman and you're a woman, you see like fuck niggas, get money out of them and move around and do whatever you want to do. This is what's being taught because there's no man in there. Now that we're creating a whole race of children that hate men, or the boys that are raised by these women hate women because they get treated bad because they look like their father. And the mother doesn't like the child. You look just like your fucking daddy. You act just like your fucking daddy. You ain't gonna be shit just like your fucking daddy. I grew up hearing that.
Yeah.
So it's a mess, bro. And I can't finger it and put it on any select sex. It's on all of us to do better.
Let's talk about how the kid actually becomes the highest potential of being the most unprotected.
You said the what?
Being the most unprotected, because it's one thing to say like black women are the most unprotected, black men are the most unprotected, but then you got to think about the kids or kids that's involved in this whole situation as well. And they turn out to also be unprotected.
They're gonna be unprotected because we're not protecting each other.
Exactly.
We mad at each other. So it's like here's an analogy. Here's the where the family dynamic's supposed to be. So I'm looking over this family dynamic because I don't like you or I hate you because what we went through, and I'm not paying attention to what's going on with the kids. So the kids are getting overlooked. Then when the adult is not around, the two adults ain't arguing, they still upset. So you looking down back at the kids, and the kids see and feel that. That's what we fucking up at.
I totally agree. And then it just becomes a chain of events. It turns into a domino effect.
Right.
Media gets involved. The village separates from each other. The elders, end up passing on to the afterlife, and only some people choose to carry on the torch, while majority of them just forget about, like their history and how and he's supposed to, get passed down. It's supposed to carry on tradition, but a lot don't.
I think we need to stop finger pointing and start pointing at us. Like, you know what? I'm gonna fix this. On both sides, nobody's pointing at nobody else. Everybody's pointing at everybody else. You need to fix this in order for me to act this way. That's why
I get that. I mean, it always starts from one person, and they always say, if you lead, they'll follow, even if that takes some time.
Real shit. The pattern's right. That's what it is. Thank you, brother. We really got to change that, man. I think that's where we fall off as a people. I go to my son's football game. He be playing again this year. I think he wants to play this year. And I never see fathers there. Like it may be a select few, and we all sit together.
Mhm.
What's up, bro? What's up, man? Shit, here with the kids, and it's 3 or 4 of us. Mind you, there's hundreds of women there, hundreds. So, fellas, if you come to Houston and you're looking for something nice, come to Houston. There it is.
I'm on my way.
It could be bought tomorrow. And
We're gonna cut
fellas,
this live.
I see a lot of women doing great. I do. I see a lot of women doing great things. I see a lot of fellas doing great things too. But I see a lot more women pushing to raise their kids more than I see men. And I'm not getting down on the fellas. This is what I see. Now, a brother like you, or a brother like, I'm sorry, my boy Derek Miller. I watched him on a live one time, braiding his daughter hair, and brought me so much inspiration. I was like, damn, man, niggas is really out here doing it. Faithfully. And I see other dudes, and I be like, damn, nigga, you ain't never with your kids. My boy 50 Capone, always with his kids. My nigga G, I can't wait till he get home, always with his kids. My nigga Kenny, always with his kids. The men that I'm surrounding myself with are on the same shit that I'm on, regardless if they with the baby mama or not.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. We really live in a world to where everybody doesn't take accountability for they fuck up. Nobody wants to be like, you know what? My bad. I need to correct this behavior so I can get a different type of behavior. I learned that stepping out of what I thought was for me and then going to what was really for me. I learned that. I was like, damn, it's a better quality of woman up here. I'm down here just looking for a nice little frame and something to shake for tonight, thinking that it's going to turn into something for a lifetime, and it never went there.
Right. And a lot of times, that's what be the foundation of a fuck up. You know what I mean? Thinking
No
that
communication, bro.
everything that look like glitter is going to shine, and it's literally not.
Sugar and salt look the same until you put your tongue on it.
Right. A wise man taught me.
Definitely, man. So I just think we got to start doing better.
If we don't, then you know what I mean. Like every generation under us, well, under the generations now, they're just going to keep going.
Right.
But every generation before knows the next generation is they're gonna have their own little twist, their own little way that they do things, their own little, way of thought. So it's like we can talk until we blue and pink in the face, but only a small amount is going to listen and take heed. The vast majority is just gonna want to do what they want to do, and I get it because when we was out there, it was the same thing for us.
The road of righteousness is less traveled, bro.
Yeah.
It's less traveled. It's the least traveled road. I'm learning that. I'm 42 and still learning that, bro. Like, damn, I should have did this. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. But it's all about correcting what you're doing.
Right.
I used to be angry and respond in an angry way to people saying something bad about me. Now I don't.
And a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, got to learn how to balance that out. Uh, I'm not one to act like uh, I know how to do it correctly. I'm still trying to figure that out myself, even at the age that I'm at. I do a whole lot better than how I was, you know what I mean, when I was younger and things. But yeah, maturity is definitely something that we all have with with ourselves individually. And now I say that to say this: the more mature you are, the more clear-minded you can be, and the more intellect you can gain to want to know how to protect yourself, and or to keep yourself protected, to want to protect somebody.
Right. And we gotta get back to that.
Yeah, yeah.
We came so far from it. And it eats us up.
And then another thing that like also keeps us from keeps us from being unprotected is that we don't have no structured unity anymore.
Right.
That was one of the biggest things in the village. You know what I'm saying? People that wasn't even your family. You look at like,
that's crazy. I literally have it written down right here. What do we need to do to restore unity? Is it us reacting? And was it us sticking out an olive branch? Like what do we need to do to restore it? Because we have no unity as a people. We don't.
I think one of the biggest things we gotta learn how to do is just learn how to let shit go. Learn how to forgive. Not necessarily forget, but you know, just forgive and just really learn how to let shit go. That's one of our biggest problems.
B-Love said change. Right. We gotta start changing. Tupac said it. And Tupac is not even one of my favorite artists. On one of his songs, he said we gotta start changing the way we think, start changing the way we eat, start changing the way we live. We really gotta start changing that. I want you to be comfortable to you want some alcohol? Hey, I'm not here. They can hear you when you say sorry, man. The wife stepped in here and wanted some of this good Patron.
I was trying to go back to sleep.
She want me to come in there and rub on her booty.
I was trying to go back to sleep. I gotta go to work.
Get fucking out of here. Sorry about that, girl. How close to music said I'm white, so I automatically think African DNA is amazing. Right. Everybody's DNA is amazing, bro, but everybody comes from Africa. Africa is the Mecca.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
The thing is, you can't be racist and we all one race. We all the human race. The subtleties is crazy. Oh man. Yeah, Felicia came here. She's in the fight right here. Who's protecting me? Zeus Samuels, where was you at? You didn't call the police or nothing. This guy didn't talking about this. You seen her bust in here and take my alcohol?
You're a security guard. You're supposed to have your handcuffs on you at all times. What are you doing?
So you slacking on your job. Observe and report, nigga.
Oh, right. Just talking. Hey, maybe if she would have came in there with a do-rag on, then he would have known what time.
Hey, don't start that.
Then I'm book him.
Don't start that.
Right.
The dude that I talked to, I'm gonna clip that so y'all can see that on one of our shows. It was a gentleman stealing from one of the stores I was at. And I just happened to be on live. I watched that 2 or 3 times a day, man. That shit was Hilarious.
Hey, at that moment, did that black man feel protected or unprotected by another black man?
He was protected because I didn't whoop his ass. I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
No further questions, Your Honor. No further questions.
What do you mean? I gave him a chance. Didn't even call the boys on him.
Right. Yeah, very.
They got constables out here. They're something like the police for areas. Sit outside. All I had to do was go outside and be like, him, take him down.
What exactly did he almost try to walk out of there with? I know it was some
He tried to
bottles.
walk out with $294 worth of laundry detergent, deodorant, candles, body soap, conditioner. Yeah. So if you look at the basket when I showed the video, only thing that was in the basket that y'all saw was the candles and the candles and the detergent. At the top of the basket was all the shit that made him jump out. So he had all that shit in the basket sitting right there, and then had a backpack in the baby seat full of shit. Because what he was doing was unzipping the backpack and then just putting shit in there. And he was taking shit like you gotta think body soap. Body soap is $8.99 a bottle.
Oh, we.
Yeah, he had 12 of those.
Yeah. Okay.
He had pods, like Tide pods. He had pods for dishwashers. You know, soap, deodorant. Deodorant is what, $5.99 a piece. He had 10 of those. And he had a lot of stuff. The detergent that he was taking was $20 a piece. He had 4 of those. The candles he was taking, which he had 5 of those, $20 a piece. $18.99.
How many you have of those?
I want to say 6. 6 candles, 6 tall ass candles.
Yeah.
The scented one. And this is what I go through daily.
It's an everyday struggle for a black man.
Huh?
I said it's an everyday struggle for a black man. So look, it's an everyday struggle for you, just for doing making an honest living and doing an honest thing.
And then making it to where other people can make an honest living.
Nigga.
I'm giving out jobs and niggas don't want to work.
Right. And then you got, oh boy, you know what I'm saying, coming through there trying to make a honest hustle. I mean, it's not an honest hustle. Let me take that back. You know what I mean? Because it's not like he actually grinding for that or something like that. He's going around stealing for it. But what I'm trying to say is, though, you never know his struggle. And
a lot of people don't know. There's people that I catch that are stealing, no lie, bread and hot dogs. When I catch them at the door, I'll be like, hold on, bro. I can't let you steal this. I'll pay for it. If you in there stealing bread and hot dogs, my nigga, you really coming there to get something to eat. You really struggling.
Right.
There's been people I call, there's been women I call. Man, why are you taking spaghetti sauce from me? I don't have no food for the night. And I got you. And they start breaking down inside. I'm just down on my left. I got you. Here, grab a couple more things. Grab some cereal and milk so your kids can have some food in the morning. Grab one of those big ass bags and a gallon of milk. Now they got food. Y'all got whatever's going on, whatever you need at your house. And it really goes down. Like being there and doing what I do for a living, you really see the struggle of people.
Yeah, I bet. And different dynamics of life from different cultures and shit like that.
Right, and I'm in the 3rd largest city in America.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's really getting bad for people, man. And people don't know it. Everything's going up except the pay. And then when the pay does go up, everything else goes up around it.
Nigga,
we're not lying. Like I make good money, bro. I do. And my wife still has to work. Granted, I can take care of the house if she does, but shit's gonna be scarce.
I
Like
said
y'all
it
not gonna
earlier.
see me in jerseys and shit.
I said it earlier in the live, right? That there's so many different categories to where a black man is not protected, and financially is one of them.
Right.
Different statuses of, you know what I'm saying, how you can be protected and how you still are not protected, even though you may feel like it. Because, like I said earlier, they're only going to give you a certain amount of power that they allow you to have.
Right.
Now, if you cannot obtain that, whatever, just some type of substance to have, some type of resources to make sure you got a roof over your head, food on the table, your kids are straight, blah, 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 blah. If you can't even just maintain the bare minimums, it's cutthroat. You're gonna have a nigga, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna run into a store, try to take all this, that, and third, and think it's okay to do that shit.
And just think, when it comes to it, bro, I'm starting ground level. So now I'm able to pass something on to my son that he can run.
Right.
You know,
That's
so a lot of other people have a leg up. You know, because their parents been dentists and doctors. So then they giving their kids the ins and outs and able to help them out on their tests and shit when they come to being in college and everything else. So then they give their kid a leg up on the competition.
Now peep this, right? The same kids that had that have those good parents and work hella hard and do this, that, and the third are able to make sure that their kids have the best of things in life. Those same kids are going to hook up with friends and things like that that are going to have resentment for that because they don't have that type of lifestyle.
Right.
And remember what I was saying earlier. Okay, well, what about when the shit flips and then the kids are not protected? Not just within the house and in the relationship with their parents, just in case of, you know what I mean? If they happen to break off and then they got to do the co-parenting thing, it also has different dynamics of how it can affect the kid outside the home as well.
Right. And it will. It's going to affect the child regardless. But the two adults have to be adults.
Right.
They can't be acting like the children, going back and forth, bickering over little shit. It's no longer about you when you have a child. I don't give a fuck what I need to do. I will flip fucking burgers if I have to make sure I have an income for my kids if shit get ugly.
Right.
I will get up and do everything. I will cut off all of my fun time. I will cut off all my jerseys, all my shoes, all my hats, nice cars, everything. I'll cut that shit off if I have to. As of right now, though. No.
I'm gonna say fly.
I'm gonna stay fly.
While I can. That's what I'm doing.
And I'm blessed enough to have a real support system in my house, starting with my wife. My biggest support system is the woman that I picked. That's my biggest support system. That's why I'm able to stand the way I'm able to stand up. Because when my backbone is weak, her backbone is strong. And a lot of people don't know or understand that. Nobody knows me and my wife's struggles.
Let me ask you this, brother. How safe? No, I mean not safe. How unprotected are the black men in the justice system when it comes down to a altercation? Like how it's like a physical altercation, like how displayed in the video that you showed earlier.
Sosa in the building. My boy Al Smith in the building. What's good with you?
Let's say that was a black, right? Let's say that was a black somewhere in Providence, somewhere in the hood. You know what I mean? And we see shit like that happen all the time. He can get into an argument with his old lady or whatever the case is. He may haul off, hit her. She may haul off, hit him first. He get into altercation. Boom, cops roll up. Now, you would think, and I'll give you a scenario. You would think that, you know, the female will calm down, but she's just so irate, things like that. And instead of just thinking before speaking, now you just don't put yourself in a bigger situation because you don't let your mouth, you know what I'm saying, get into it with the cops.
And
That's one
that's
side
when
of it.
we gotta control our response.
That's called
Perfect
what?
We gotta control our response. Perfect
Right,
example. You cut me off in traffic.
right.
Let's say we driving, you cut me off in traffic. I honk my horn. We come to the red light. I start yelling at you. Where does the problem start at? The problem started with me reacting to you. Now we done got out our cars. We fighting. It's recorded. Shit going on. Somebody probably get hurt. Somebody can get shot. All because somebody cut you off and maybe they didn't even see you.
Hey, now I was just about to say that. Now, if it was accidental, if it was accidental, then that's understandable. But if it was on purpose and you knew it was on purpose, what if you had your kid in the car, your family in the car, and like
Then I'm definitely gonna
they swerved in, so you could have swerved off the freeway or something like that.
I'm gonna shut up because they in the car. I'm not gonna escalate the situation. Nobody works on de-escalation. Everybody works on reaction. They want to go off and react. Oh, you did this, nigga. This what I'm finna do. Kids in the car seeing that shit. Now your kid go to school. Somebody accidentally step on their shoes. Instead of them accepting the sorry, they saying like, "Nah, nigga, you stepped on my shoes," and haul off and punch the other little kid. Now your kid is at home, suspended for a few days, and now you got to find a babysitter or stay home and miss work and miss money. You see what I'm saying? That it's a reaction.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense.
That's what we got to work on, y'all. Reaction.
That's part of you know, another way of thinking that you can also help keep yourself protected too. Because a clear mind, like I said earlier, is one of the best things to help you get down a clear path. If you allow yourself to just, you know what I mean, just be so clouded upstairs with so much negativity and shit like that, you'll never look at life in a positive way.
Right. You'll constantly always look for something going wrong, bro. Have you ever watched the Boondocks?
Yeah, of course.
They had a segment called a nigga moment.
Uh,
And it made perfect sense.
yeah.
And that's exactly what we're talking about right now.
Right.
Dude bumped into the other dude, two black men bumped into each other. He said, "Watch where you going, nigga." They get into it, they pull out guns, and then guess what happened? The police shot both of them dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Before they can come to an understanding. Because one person reacted the wrong way.
And that's usually how it happens in society.
Right. Now, if somebody calls me something, will I make fun of it? Hell yeah. I'll be like, I guess that's what I am. And keep moving. Can you imagine if I started reacting? You seen how, okay, look, perfect example. I got into it with a dude named Yola, Slam Mob Slam Guy. He was doing stuff to antagonize me. Imagine if I never responded.
Right.
That was a while ago. I went bad one night. Let the alcohol get the best of me. Let me not respond and getting the best of me. I fell short many a time.
How was that situation now with you and that young man?
We good, man. Had a conversation. We good. He apologized. I apologized. We good.
And usually that's all that it really takes, right?
All right. Quick conversation. My bad, bro. I felt this way. Now, if it wouldn't have came to that, I'll just remove myself. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll remove myself.
Would you say that that would kind of be in correlation of like removing yourself from the village? Because like you said earlier, right, a lot of leadership got taken away from the village.
No, I'll remove myself from the problem. If
I
a
get
person
that.
has a problem, if a person has a problem big enough to keep coming at me and it angers them, I'm just gonna remove myself from your presence. That way you no longer have that problem. And even if you do have that problem, I don't know about it because I don't see it. I don't go looking for it.
I respect that. I had a situation somewhat similar to that, so I can relate to that.
It's like a female going through a nigga's phone knowing that he's cheating. If you know that he's cheating and you're gonna be with him, why look at his phone?
Right. and get mad about something that you already know.
If you already know what's happening, you know what's gonna go on.
Exactly. I get it.
That's what I be on. Now, do I have private conversations with people that I trust about the shit that I'm upset about and not going off to where it's publicly? Yeah, I go off. I still get angry, but I'm not gonna let nobody else do it. That means you got me. That means you got my attention. Now I'm fully focused on your brother and coming back to you. If I'm going back and looking at what you're doing.
Right.
We gotta stop. Somebody has to be the grown folk and be like, fuck it, I'm done.
What's your outlook on black men constantly bashing black women, and on the flip side of that, hold up, because be fair, you gotta be fair. And on the flip side of that, black women bashing black men.
Stop. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that in private conversation. Keep that at the second. That shouldn't be public knowledge. There's some people I feel a certain way about? Absolutely. But when you make it public knowledge, then they can publicly respond. Then you're going to want to publicly respond because your ego is involved. You just stop. Like, how can it be an argument if nobody else is arguing? You going to argue by yourself? You can't. It's impossible.
Right.
Who you yelling at? You look crazy yelling by yourself. I'm not going to do it. Nah. That's how we protect each other, protecting ourselves, keeping yourself out of harm's way. Once other people catch on to that, then they'll start doing it. Then it spreads like wildfire. The same way drama spread like wildfire.
Now let me ask you a question, right? As much as you just try to ignore all of the negativity and things like that, that the world or people just may throw at you, when do you feel the need that this is the time to stand up and protect yourself, because everything else just seems to like want to bring some type of harm your way?
I think the best way to protect myself is not to get into bullshit. You can say whatever you want. They talked horrible about Jesus Christ and he died for our sins on the cross. I didn't see him responding to them.
But we all know God works in mysterious ways.
Right. But for me to go at you, nah, I'm good, man. I'm 42. Lord willing, I have 42 more years of living.
Right.
I got more days behind me than I do in front of me. If I die at 70. So why would I waste time?
And we all know the flag is ticking.
It is, bro. We gotta protect ourselves. When we start protecting ourselves, then we can protect others. We gotta protect our peace. You think I don't hear shit being said about me? I do.
That's one of the biggest things that the biggest thing, not biggest thing, but that's one, if not the first thing. As a black man and black woman are just people in general, but we just talking black right now. But as far as like a black man, that is the first thing that should be on your mind. Making sure you're protecting your peace.
Right.
In order to make everything else fall in line. Because if you don't got it all figured out upstairs, it's all gonna fall apart.
How can I offer you the shirt off my back to keep you warm?
You don't
And
need
I don't
to
have
do it. Yeah. but but I want to give you advice and tell you what size you need to wear it. How you need to wear it.
How to keep your shit on your back.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
have come on,
You don't
man.
need to do it yourself. Yeah.
Right. What are we doing? You don't go to a dentist if your car breaks down.
No. What are we doing?
What are we doing here? My tooth is hurting, nigga. I don't need a spark plug pulled. I need this fucking wisdom tooth pulled.
Right, right.
What are we doing? What are we, like, honestly, what are we doing as a people? Like, what are we doing? When we go to belittle and make fun of somebody else, we go out of our way to do it. What are we doing? You're not protecting your peace. You got to know a rebuttal is coming. You can control how people swing back.
That's what I always say.
You can't.
Can't tell a person how to fight back. But that's if you choose to fight back.
What if you don't even have to fight? Because how somebody feel about you. What if you don't have to fight?
Right. Everything doesn't need a reaction.
Hey, I was recently called unlucky. I adopted that shit. Yep, unlucky. Number 3, unlucky. I took it and I ran with it. I didn't rebuttal. I didn't get mad. I didn't do nothing else. This is what I was called. I was like, you know what? You absolutely right. Unlucky. I'm the one started the whole unlucky shit because I was the first one to post it. Unlucky.
Indeed. Sure indeed.
So what? If you're gonna call unlucky, I've been called fat. I've been called black. I've been called a lot of shit. What I'm gonna do if I don't respond? What's gonna happen if I don't respond? What if I just adopt what you're saying? You know what? You're right. Unlucky. You're gonna be angry at times. I'm not telling people not to be angry. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be upset. But what are you gonna do? How are you gonna respond? You gonna let other people see you respond negatively? I got a son that watches everything I do. He's literally on every live that I have. Every live I go to, he watches. And he owns it. What am I showing him if I get to acting stupid? I'm showing him how not to have emotional intelligence. And he asking me questions. He asks me questions now. Dad, man, how you really don't be tripping, Dad? Nah, I don't. I mean, I still get upset. You know, but you're not gonna see me flash out. You're not. You're not gonna get that. Man, this tequila good tonight. Y'all heard the bottle pop. That's what it is, bro.
Oh,
My testimony.
yeah, my brother. Any other topic that you want to go over, discuss, bring to the attention to the group?
I do. I have one thing I want to say. And I don't know who's going to get mad at me.
Speak on it.
I had a conversation with somebody and it made sense to me. I talked to a guy named Stacks. And he said, Q, you don't even know how much of a voice you are. Why are you responding to certain shit? And I explained it to him and he understood. He was like, oh, okay, well, you're not really responding. You just adopting something that somebody said. He said, but you can stop a lot of shit. You can talk to a lot of people. You can stop a lot of shit. You was right. And I'm going to start living on that. We got to stop responding when somebody says something negative about you. We do. Just stop responding. You don't want to hear it, get away from them people. And then tell other people not to tell you. And if they really your friends and they fuck with you, they're not going to tell you.
Makes sense.
Stop responding, man. And that's just me being me.
That's another way to protect your peace. Definitely another way to peace.
It's the best way.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, man. I'm really understanding it now. I don't have to respond to you. For what? We really got in here. We're gonna play on the way out. Here we go. Kids Do, featuring King Jones. Testimony. Thank y'all for tuning in to Breaking the Cycle. My boy Zeus Samuels up here. Definitely had a good time tonight. Great topics, great discussion. Here we go, y'all. Testimony. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know we couldn't smoke it. You know? I'm sorry. I'll put it out right now. My bad, yo. You don't mind if I get on the mic, do you? No. Not at all. Go right ahead, why don't you? Yo. Rappers rather crash out before taking a test drive. Haters do the worst and try to get on your best side. I'm from Southeast where they be letting them takes fly. Heathens get to squeezing at your throat, no neckties. I played my part in this bullshit too. About time that I tell my truth. Been lost since a youth. Teen young, seen grums in the juice. A lot of pain bottled up and comes out in the booth. And my mental abuse be hitting harder these days. Going dumb, had a smart in my ways. Had a few fall out with some, could've talking some fades. Probably best that we part in our ways. As a father, I prayed to do my best, no matter I stayed. Just to have it all taken away. Look, I done ran out of luck, still stuck in my ways. The finish line look close, but it's farther away. My testimony, keep it real, the rest is phony. On this quest is lonely. My weapon, the one and only I can call my homie. Life lessons is stressing on me. Women caressing on me. One shot, the Western on me. This is my testimony. Word up. Keep it real in the field 2-1. My testimony. Hot, damn. I see we got some unbelievers out there. Yes, this is your man Jake Bliss, and we definitely have some unbelievers out there. And stepping next up to the confessional is your man Kid Zoo. Well, actually, he just stepped out. We got another young black man with some testimony he'd like to get off his chest. Step right on up, shall you? Oh yeah, the priest is in there waiting on you. Let's go.
I remember showing no emotion, really holding it in. Nights full of gun smoke, Lord forgive me for sin. But when the nighttime fell, then I was at it again. And if my bitch was acting up, then I was bagging a friend. It's funny, life is funny, but I don't laugh much. It wasn't money, weed, or alcohol, I'm passing it up. I've been this way since a pup, taught to never freeze up. And it's hard to concentrate with no food in your gut. Life has never been perfect, but I navigate. I want the money, fuck the fame and the accolades. Nobody's there for the living, but when you pass away, They be crying and they lying, standing at your grave. And they gon' hate when you win, but love when you bummy. You gotta deal with the rain, not every day is sunny. The same bitches used to diss me, now call me honey. I never jog after women, only chasing money. Nigga, this my testimony.
Keep it real, the rest is phony. On this quest is lonely. My weapon, the one and only. I can call my homie. Life lessons and stressing on me. Women caressing on me. One shot, the Western on me. This is my testimony. Word up. Keep it real in the field 2-1. My testimony. Hot, 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 hot. Damn. I see we got some unbelievers out there. Out there, out there.
You can't even be mad about that joint. That's nice. That's nice. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is the Full Cut Break on the cycle. My boy Z-Fan is always in the building with the fedora on. You know, amazing with the shades. We see him. I'm a ball cap and jersey type. Y'all see y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Be easy. Zoo don't leave yet.